You need to watch this video before you go ahead and buy or sell any cryptocurrency on Binance P2P to avoid being scammed or losing your money at the end of the day. Now, this video is an updated version of the previous video I made on how to sell your USDT on Binance P2P. Now, if you've not watched that particular video yet, it's a detailed video that will walk you from step 1 to the final step. And after watching that video, trust me, you will gain confidence to transact on Binance P2P without being afraid of losing money or anything. All right, so if you not watch it yet, go ahead and watch it right now and come back to this particular video. Now, in that my previous video, which most of you show interest in, I've made some recommendations that will actually help you to stay on guard to avoid losing your money to scammers on the platform. Now, one of those recommendations that I've made was you have to transact with verified merchants on a platform. By so doing, you are safe. If not 100%, you are 90% safe of losing your money. But then, since then that video went live, Binance have recently made few changes to the verification badge of these merchants. And that is the main reason I have to bring out this video to help you identify some other important criteria before you go ahead and transact, irrespective of the badge that the merchant might be having. So right now, quickly, let's go to the P2P platform and let me show you something right there. So I'm on my Binance platform here. I'm going to go to more over here and go to Binance P2P right here. Once I'm in, you can see we have an option to sell and to buy. So this is the sell and this is the buy. So right now we are on the buy option, right? What I'm going to show over here is irrespective of either buy or sell, is the same thing. It's the same principle that you have to keep in your mind. Now, in the previous video, you could see the badges that the merchants have is just a yellow tick badge over here. But then this one, it has changed. Now we have something like diamond shape and some other things like pro and other stuff showing right here. If you go down, you will see this silver badge, this bronze actually, and we have gold too. I think, yeah, we have gold badge over here. We have the silver. So now, if things are like this, how do you get to know who is a person that is of a high probability for you to transact with? Somebody that you are not likely to lose your money, right, for. So now let's look at those criteria that we have to consider before doing any selling or buying on Binance P2P. Now, the first thing that I want to show you over here is I want to simply, break down these various badges, merchant badges for you, right? So to get access or to know more about the badges, I'm just going to use this merchant, for instance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on his username, which is a Tom Grant. I'm going to click on it. Once I've clicked on it, these are the things that I'm going to see over here. Now, the badge showing against his name is a bronze merchant badge. That is a badge showing against his name. Now, he made a total deposit of $500. That is a security deposit on Binance that he made before he was approved to be a merchant on the platform. Now, let's click on a badge and let me show you something small. So this badge simply means, this bronze merchant badge simply means it's a verified merchant with a solid P2P trading history and security deposit. The security deposit is a $500 I've shown you about. Now let's go ahead and have a look at all the remaining merchant badges. So here we have all the profile badges. We have the pro, which is the professional merchant, badge. So merchant with professional local crypto exchange. That means this type of merchant, they have their own, crypto exchange platform. And we have block merchant. So this block merchant simply stands for merchants with advanced trading experiences and high trading volume, right? And we have shield merchants, merchants who committed a significant security deposit, providing a highly secure trading experience. So it simply means this type of merchants, which is a shield merchant, they've deposited like a high amount of money on Binance platform before they were approved to become merchants. And let's go on to the other verified merchant level. We have the bronze, we have the silver, and we have the gold. So the bronze, we've explained it earlier, and the silver is advanced merchants with positive P2P records and consistent volume. So that means a person with silver merchant badge is ahead of a person with a bronze merchant badge, and a person with gold merchant badge is ahead of the person with silver merchant badge. So the gold is elite merchants with extensive experience and exceptional records. So that is basically about the various badges that you have to know. Now quickly, let me take you back and show you few other things that you need to know, and something that I consider to be the most important thing or factor when it comes to selecting a merchant to transact with, in this case to sell or buy a cryptocurrency from. So what I mostly look at is the number of trades the person have run. So if we take Tom Grant, for instance, the total trade he ran in the last 30 days is 244 trades, and with a completion rate of 98.40%. Right? Now, if we take a look at Coco, who is also a bronze level merchant, we have total of 430 trades in the last 30 days, and a completion rate of 95.80%. Now, when we take Blue over here, for instance, who is also a bronze level merchant, he had about 5,416 trades within the last 30 days and a completion rate of 99.50%. When we come to Crypto Gurus, who is a silver level merchant, he has 2,657 trades within the last 30 days and the completion rate of 98.50. Now, let me state it categorically that for me, whenever I'm coming to transact or buy or sell a cryptocurrency on Binance P2P over here, I take a look at the number of trades the person has within the last 30 days and also look at the completion rate. The completion rate is very important. You don't want to go ahead and be transacting with somebody who has a completion rate of, let's say, 40%. That means the person is not likely to send you your money. That's what that completion rate simply means. Okay, even if the person will send you the money, it will take a whole long time, like a very, very long time before you get your money. So what I mostly do is a completion rate of 90 and above. I'm okay with that. That is the person I'm going to transact with. Now, if you want to also see the history of the person, that means since the person joined the platform, how many trades has the person run so far? Go ahead and click on the person's username. In this case, let me just use Crypto Gurus, for instance. So I'm clicking on the username. Then when we come here, you know, he's a silver merchant level verified crypto merchant over here. Now, if you take a look at over here, right? So the 30 days trades, that's what I stated earlier. He has 2,617. All right. And the completion rate within that 30 days is 98.5. Right. So the average release time is 1 minute. So that means within 1 minute, if you are running a transaction with him, within 1 minute, your transaction will be done. So it doesn't take much time for him to release or pay you. Yeah. So when we come here, he registered about 1,131 days ago. That's more than 2 years. Yeah. And the first trade was 333 days ago. So this is what I want you to have a look at. All trades, right, both buying and selling that he has run within this period is 29,809, trades. That's the trades that he completed within, since he has registered on the platform. So that those are some things that you have to consider, especially the 30 days transaction of the person and the completion rate. Don't joke with those things. All right, don't joke with those things. I'm trying to look and see if I can get you a merchant with a low, completion rate. All right, so for instance, this over here, I'm not going to run or go, I'm not going to have a transaction with this particular merchant over here. Looking at the completion rate of 87.50, and he only ran 7 trades within this whole period. And of course, he is not even verified on the platform. Yes. But of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't run a transaction with someone who is not verified. Maybe if you know the person, all right, maybe you know the person one-on-one. Yes, that one, the trust is there. You can go ahead and do that. But if you don't know the person, you just come online onto Binance P2P platform and you want to run a transaction, I highly advise you do not go ahead and do transaction with someone who is not even verified on the platform. And if the person is verified, take a look at the number of trades the person ran within 30 days, and also take a look at the completion rate of the person within that particular 30 days. Then if you are satisfied, especially when the completion rate is 90 and above, you can go ahead and do your transaction, right? So that's it. That's the basic, update I want to give to you regarding this. I hope this is helpful. If you like this video, can you go ahead and hit the like button and also leave a comment down there, and I'm going to check it out for you. If you need any other thing, just leave a comment over there and I'll see you there. Right. If you've not watched the main video on how to do the P2P transaction, then it's the one showing on your screen right now. Go ahead, watch it, and I'll see you there. Bless up.